Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Sanger, and this is my presentation of the Module 4.2 assignment. So here we're starting off with summaries of the primary areas of interest and ideas, as well as the main points taken from the research phase of this project. So my primary areas of interest are affordable housing, and which is directly affected by politics and policies of the state of California, County of Los Angeles, and City of Los Angeles. And then in the bottom right, there's a photograph of Mayor Karen Bass, who is doing a lot to make affordable housing projects more of a thing. They're popping up all over, and that's very helpful. Makes it a little more realistic for this project as well. So here on the left, we can see some building form iterations. Here on the right, we have some perspective iterations, just showing some growth along the way of this project of the general form of the building. Then moving on here on the left, we have the site plan and the site section both shown there. And then on the right, we have the first floor plan. So the first floor is 3 different room areas where the public can come together and get together. And then the site is open there, which is all underneath the building, which is intended to be a gathering area as well, with some plants to help combat the lack of vegetation in Los Angeles. Then here on the left, we have the upper floors plan showing the housing units as well as the structure, as well as where the sections are cut. And then here on the right, we have the longitudinal section. And then here on the left, we have the cross section being shown, which is facing the east. And then here on the right, we have an enlarged floor plan, one of the floors, and it is showing ADA requirement access. And the circles are 5-foot radius, and then the build area is at least 36 inches, so 3 feet. Then here we have another unit. It's enlarged residential area plan. And then on the right, enlarged common area plan. The outdoor areas are shown by horizontal lines. And then here we have 2 separate drawings, one on the left, one on the right. The one on the left is the enlarged cross section, and the one on the right is the enlarged longitudinal section. So the one on the left showing the relationship between the building and the bridge being cut there, and then the one on the right showing, again, the building, and then going forward to that area where you can walk over to the other side. Then here on the left, we have the east elevation, on the right, the west elevation, just showing more of the specific form of the building. And then on the left, we have the north, and on the right, we have the south elevation, again, showing more specific form of the building. Here on the left, we have a wall section, a little more creative with this one. So the horizontal lines representing horizontal beams of wood, vertical lines representing vertical beams of wood. And here on the right, we have the site context isometric. So this is really showing site context and more specific form of the building from an isometric perspective. Then here on the left, we have the site and project circulation marked in red. So the larger ones are the roads, so car circulation and pedestrian circulation. And then there in the center would be foot traffic in the building, as well as on that rooftop terrace gathering area. And here on the right, we have the programmatic organization with public use, residential, and shared space being shown. Here on the left, we have sun shading charts, which show the angle of the sun at different times of the year. And then here on the right, we have the model on the site with sun at different times of the year. I chose the winter solstice and summer solstice at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. to show how the sun would hit the building at different times of the day at the extremes of the year. And here on the left, we have a diagram representing those sun angles and showing the overhangs that I have on the south side of my building, which would block the sun in the summer, helping keep the building cool and allow the sun to shine in the winter, keeping it warmer. And here on the right, we have some cross ventilation showing how the building was designed to allow for airflow through it. There's not any thick areas in the building that would prevent particular flow. Here on the left, we have the wet cores and the mechanical cores shown. And here on the right, we have an isometric section perspective showing a cut through the building. Here on the left, we have an isometric of the structure of the building, so columns and beams. Then here on the right, we have a plan of those same columns and beams. Then on the left, we have northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest models, just showing site surrounding context, as well as my group's building massings on the site. Same as shown on here on the right. This is the top view, showing some more site context views. And then here, finally, we have a table showing different occupancy classifications, gross square footage of each of them, the occupants load, which is calculated based on the square footage, the minimum width of egress stairwells, the minimum number of stairs from each unit, the construction type, building height, number of stories, maximum number of stories, and the allowable area for Group B and Group R2. Thank you.